Should you listen to other people's feedback when it comes to your own path? I really wanted to make a video about that because, as always, this is a very complex topic and I want to share my own experience with it and just see what resonates with you. So, there's a lot of expectations in the way our culture works that we should listen to others, that others know better than we do, especially when it comes to experts of any kind in any field. And sometimes this is true, especially when it's something that you really don't know about, like let's say medical advice or something. But what I'm speaking now is more like the personal stuff, your own personal life experience. So a lot of coaching and a lot of mentoring goes into the direction of the coach or the mentor telling the other person what to do. And there's a big expectation in society that this is how it's supposed to work. Like you just look out, you see how other people do it, and then you know what to do. And if you have doubts about your own path, you ask other people, like, what are you seeing? Like, do you think this is right for me? And although there is a little bit of truth in it, it is also very dangerous to go there first, especially when you're a person that is in some way a little bit different and you know that you're somehow a little bit different and you feel sticky every time that you ask for some kind of feedback. And I always think it's important to ask yourself first. And even if you do ask for feedback and you get the feedback, check in with yourself. Like, how do you feel about the feedback? What is it doing to you? Like, do you have a visceral reaction to it? And this is one of the things I really, really try to bring home also when I work with people, like one-to-one in coaching. I can never tell you what's right for you. I can give you compass points and things to work with, but in the end, it is you that needs to make the decision if this is right for you or not. And there's not a single person out there that can tell you what's right for you. That's not true, like including me. And if anything does not resonate with you, what anyone else says or what I say, please throw it away. Don't listen to it. Find your own truth. Listen to your own intuition always first. Always, always, always. Because there is not a one thing that works for everyone. That's just not true. And if people tell you there's just this one thing, and if you do step 1, 2, 3, and then everything is going to be fixed, it's probably not true. It's possible that this road works for many people, but not necessarily for everyone. So just be aware of that and try to learn to trust yourself more. And especially your body is like a really good compass. It knows what it feels. And now I want to come to the other side. Sometimes it is good to have feedback because sometimes we get really caught up in our own brain, in how we see the world, especially when we've been in situations that have been hard and we've been hurt, sometimes traumatized. It is really good to have other people in the equation to kind of give you feedback. So this is how I approach it. So one of the most important things for me is to really, really look at who I allow to give feedback to myself. Like, I do not take feedback from everyone on this planet, like especially not from people online that I've never met, that don't know me, and that have a lot to say about me, just because they might have seen one video of me or something like that. And even with close people, it has to be a specific kind of people. And I'm pretty sure you're going to feel it. It's going to be people who really get you and that are kind, that are not coming into the equation to harm you or manipulate you in any way. People who are able to put aside their own agenda on how the situation is supposed to look like and just focus on giving you the information that they think you need just for your own well-being. And those people are sometimes hard to find, and I feel like it is better to trust yourself instead of trusting anyone with their opinions about you. Especially if you're going onto some new track, new terrain that might be scary for people around you, so they might project their own fears onto you. So I want to do one practical example on how I navigate this kind of complex territory of feedback from the outside versus no feedback from the outside. I can give an example from my writing process. So as some of you might know, I do write books. And something that I found is that I do need feedback from the outside while I'm writing, because sometimes I'm so much in my own brain that I'm just not making sense. So the first thing I'm always looking at is, do I feel like I am somehow off track? So when I write a chapter and I'm starting to feel off, this is when I know I need feedback. So I know something is off about the chapter. I already know it. It's not like I feel super awesome about the chapter and then people come in and tell me it's wrong. It's like I'm already feeling that something is off. Then, of course, I do ask my first test reader to read it and give me feedback. And all those people that are reading my text, they are like handpicked. They're not just some kind of people that I've met once. Like, they had to prove over and over again that they are safe and that they're working together with me in order to make the book better and to kind of get my ideas like more clear instead of putting on their own agenda on the book, you know? And then when I get the feedback, and the feedback is often very harsh, like I do not work with people who sugarcoat things. And sometimes it really hurts. Like when you had this lovely idea and you know something is off about it, but you also like the idea, and then someone comes in, it's like, actually, that does not work. Like, it doesn't work at all. You gotta rewrite this whole thing. And it feels like, ugh. But this reaction is what tells me, like, if this is a valid feedback or not, like the reaction I'm having to the feedback. So if it's a valid feedback, I might feel angry, I might feel scared, I might feel resistant, but there's also a layer of relaxation behind it. It's like, oh yeah, even if I don't want to see it, a part of me already knows that there's something in there that I should probably look at. If this is a feedback that is not valid because it doesn't resonate with my values, or there's someone who does have some kind of agenda and is just not coming in with a sense of innocent clarity, I'm going to feel really sticky, and there's not going to be this sense of relief. And that's how I navigate if a feedback is valid for me or not. And even if it is valid, I do not have to do anything with it. Like, it's still my choice. Like, I choose what's right for me. And I also am always aware that I cannot choose for other people what's right for them, because you can't really, look into someone's experience. You're always kind of looking from the outside, even if you think you know the experience. So to kind of make a conclusion to this video that's already getting really long, it is really important to be picky about feedback, no matter what kind of life area we're talking about, and to not just take everyone's personal opinion on you just as fact, because they're all bringing in their own life experience, and many people won't see what you're doing, especially when you're doing something new. People would just be like super confused about what you're doing. I had this with one reading event that I was planning, and I told many people that I trust what I wanted to do, but no one was understanding what I'm going to do because no one has ever done that. And it didn't mean that I was wrong. So it's really important to trust yourself. And sometimes it is good to listen to people because, yes, we are not an island. And sometimes if we completely shut ourselves off of any kind of feedback, we can go down some pretty toxic rabbit holes and not see where we're like completely blind. So it does make sense to be in an interaction with other people. But I would always say trust yourself first. Okay, that's been my personal input for today. If you're interested in having a coaching session with me, please click on the links and book a session. This is, of course, going to be always not in a sense that I'm pushing you to do anything. I'm just going to ask you questions. We're going to have a conversation about the things that are important to you. And it's always going to be your choice on what you do with it, because I think that's how it actually works. You have to have agency over your own life. So if you feel like this is something for you, please feel free to book a session. And also, if you want to hear more content like that, please feel free to follow me and follow the journey. Love you very much.